Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamed Azaham Shah bin Sharifudin. My metric number is 1171046. Today I would like to present to you guys about my thesis project, which titled as the relationship between internet usage and subjective well-being among FKP students of Usim. My research background: internet has become a part of activities even for a child. It is a useful platform that can be used without age barrier. According to a case cited by Al-Muqin and friends, internet can be used in many ways, such as using mobile phones, laptop, desktop computers at home, work, and library at the university. When using the internet, an individual needs to be careful by using it moderately to prevent from having excessive that can lead to internet addiction. Internet addiction is not something that can be proud of because it affects on individuals psychologically, especially for students. So for my problem statement, Chief of Statistics Department Dr. Mohamed said that percentage of internet usage in Malaysia increasing from 81.2% in 2018 to 84.2% in 2019. Internet usage has played a big part in someone's psychological finance. There is a limited research on relationship between internet usage and subjective well-being among university students, especially in Malaysia. So one of the research studying about the internet addiction is by Awang Koding and Zunaidah Tohadid, which study about internet addiction to academic achievement. So because of lack of study in relationship between internet usage and subjective well-being, so I propose this study. So for my research questions, there is 3 things that I want to study from my research, which is what is the influence of internet use among university students, what is the level of subjective well-being among university students, and is there any association between internet use and subjective well-being. So for my research objective, I want to answer my question that I want to ask, which is the first one. I want to find the influence of internet use among university students, and then I want to find the level of subjective well-being among university students to investigate the association between internet usage and subjective well-being. So for my research hypothesis, I propose a null hypothesis, which is there is no relationship between internet usage and subjective well-being among students. Significance of study, there are five significant that I chosen that can have advantage from my study, which is number 1 is from the government. Government can use my data or this data of my study is really advantage. Can make advantage for the statistic department to see if the internet use affected on students' well-being or not. For counseling, maybe the counselor can use it during their session to check on the students' client whether the client is affected because of internet use, because of their low well-being. And then for society, maybe they can check on their self and their other person that related to them. And for parents, they need to check on their children. So with my study, they can relate the study to their children condition. And then the students itself, maybe it will be good for them to know what is the well-being level for them because of internet use. And then for my scope of study, I have chosen Faculty of Leadership and Management students. And then the definition of terms for internet usage, Demirel, Bozoglan, and Sahin has proposed that internet use is a platform that contains watching media online, to social networking, to social networking, to message others, and using emails such as Yahoo, Gmail, and others. Subjective well-being, Daniel Oishi Lucas stated that it is how people see their life or judge it whether the life of at the moment along with such as past year, such as individuals emotional relation to an occurrence, mood, inspiration, they make satisfaction, fulfillment, and satisfaction with domains such as marriage. other studies that study about relationship between subjective well-being and internet usage, and most of them that I've chosen is around the university students. So one of the study titled as relationship between video game use, internet use, and addiction and subjective well-being, which made by Mohamed. And as the result of the study, she found that the video game addiction and compulsive internet use negatively correlated with subjective well-being, which means higher level of internet use related to lower level of well-being. In this study, she had used the game addiction scale, the compulsive internet usage scale, and the correlation scale. So the study had been supported by KOC in internet. They coach in internet addiction and subjective well-being in university students, which resulted as high level of internet addiction have low level life satisfaction and positive emotions, and high level negative feelings. However, there are some studies that have made an effect of the subjective well-being or well-being of a person high also. The study from Techa Tasanasuntorn and Thai Prasad in 2015, which titled as Internet Use and Well-Being Among of Young Adults, that resulted in positive effect from internet activities is important to satisfying life of young adults, which they value more than positive effect in non-internet. This research has been supported by Bonil, Nissim, and Barak in their article, The Therapeutic Value of Adolescents Blogging about Social Emotional Difficulties, which resulted also in high-level well-being when they use the internet. Study for subjective well-being, self-actualization theory by Maslow in his need hierarchy theory, which is individuals should experience subjective well-being if they are fulfilling the needs at their particular levels. Although it is also possible that happiness might be higher for those at higher levels of the need hierarchy. However, this theory had been, which is the master of subjective well-being. And then the next theory is top-down and bottom-up factors, which is the most popular theory in finding subjective well-being. Top-down factors represent individual factors such as values and goals that trigger external events that influence well-being. Meanwhile, bottom-up factors represent external events, situations, and demographics, which is such as marriage, relationship with others. That's bottom-up factors. And then there's another theories that had been made by Keys in 2007, which is mental health continuum theory that related to subjective well-being, which means individuals with complete mental health as flourishing in life with high levels of subjective well-being. Individuals with incomplete mental health are deteriorating in life with a low level of subjective well-being. For internet usage, the theories is according to Lieutenant and Rose, cited by Teacher Tasanasuntorn and Thai Prasad. Internet theorized as an IT innovation, digital infrastructure, and a suite of applications and services. Perspective for internet usage. Amini stated that everything had been done by humans have their own level of value following hardware and the importance of the work. Level of employment related to the internet and computers will be rewarded based on importance and variety of the job. The example of ayat Al-Quran from Surah Al-Ahqaf. For subjective well-being, Sharifudin in his article said that every religion held by societies such as Islam, Christian, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Confucianism is heading towards one purpose, which is to find harmony and happiness for the followers to cover every aspect of life. Al-Atas, cited by Sharifudin, stated that happiness can be divided into three parts. Oneself, which is nafsiyah, that contain knowledge and praiseworthy nature, body, badaniyah, such as healthy body and safety, and everything that is excluded from body, which is khairijiyah, such as wealth and others that promote well-being. My research design, I have chosen a quantitative method. Correlation study will be used in the study, and then the data will be collected using survey method, and then descriptive and correlational design. And the questionnaire that I will be using is compulsive internet user scale and flourishing scale. For sampling, I have chosen FKP students, and the sample is from 5 different courses in FKP. In FKP itself, which is Bachelor of Counseling, Bachelor of Dawah and Islamic Management, Bachelor of Aqidah Islamiyah and Islamic Studies, Bachelor of New Media Communication, and Bachelor Mass Communication. A total of 150 respondents were selected by me through random sample sampling. So out of 1,426 students, only 150 students will be selected. All of the questionnaires will be given in dual language form, which is from English and also Malay. For the distribution of the questionnaire, I will distribute the questionnaire manually and also using Google Form. For manual method, I will go through class by class, and the informed consent and the nature of the study will be attached. Students will be informed in detailed way about the aim of the research, their right to request participation, or to stop participation in any point of questionnaire completion, and whatever advantage might derive from the research in the future. So, and then the respondent may finish filling out the instrument as permitted. A completed questionnaire will be analyzed using the correlational statistics. The process in getting completed questionnaire is approximately taking in 2 or 3 weeks. Research instrument, I have divided into 3 sessions, which is Session A, demographic data such as gender, age, and cost. And then Section B, compulsive internet usage scale, which contains 14 items related to internet usage to document level of internet usage of the respondent. So this scale will cover 5 dimensions, which is loss of control, preoccupation, including mental and behavioral preoccupation, withdrawal symptoms, coping or mood modification, and conflict, which included interpersonal and intrapersonal conflict. And then this item will use 5-point Likert scale from 0 to 4, which describes as never, seldom, sometimes, often, and very often. And then for section C, I will be using flourishing scale, which contains 8 items. And then this scale covers the relationship with others, optimism, and self-esteem. To be exact, the scale describes important aspects of human functioning, ranging from positive relationships to feeling of competence to having meaning and purpose in life. This item will use 7-point Likert scale from 7 to 1, which describes as strongly agree, slightly agree, neither agree nor disagree, slightly disagree, and strongly disagree. For data analysis, data transforming procedure into useful data and then gaining accurate conclusion about the data is a process of analysis. So the demographic data will be analyzed by using descriptive method by providing the mean, median, mode, and frequency, and then the influence of internet users and the level of subjective well-being among students will be analyzed using descriptive analysis with standard deviation and mean. And then to know the relationship between internet users and subjective well-being among students, the data will be analyzed using the correlation method, which is Pearson correlation, and all of the data will be analyzed using SPSS. And then the data will be presented using the scatter plots, graph, correlation matrices, or table that show the correlation among relationship between users and subjects.